Birthdays never meant much to me. They always felt staged. Candles, cake, forced laughter. It was all artificial. But that night, my 38th, it was performance in its purest, most cruel form. Everything had been rehearsed. Every gesture, every glance, designed to humiliate me. The restaurant buzz with the clatter of glasses, golden light glinting off polished silverware. My wife's family filled the long table. Her mother presided at the head, her brothers smirked sharp, my wife gripping her phone as if it were a prop, and then came the gift. A slim envelope slid across the table. From all of us, her mother said, her smile cutting. Inside, divorce papers, neatly prepared, notarized, ready to destroy. My wife angled her phone toward me, hungry for the moment I'd falter. I didn't. I signed deliberately, calmly, even thanked her. Then I walked away, leaving their laughter behind. They had no clue what I'd already set in motion. We met when we were young. I believed she was my beginning, my anchor. Bright, ambitious, magnetic. She had a gravitational pull. I built my life around her. The home, the accounts, the plans. I worked nights, gave up weekends, thinking love was measured in provision. But love was never her currency. She thrived on attention, control, dominance. Her mother whispered superiority into her ear. I watched the change. Small insults hidden in jokes, disdain tucked into compliments. My accomplishments became inconveniences. My presence, negligible. I told myself marriage had seasons, that the frost would melt, that loyalty still existed. I was wrong. The discovery wasn't dramatic. No lipstick stains, no foreign perfumes. Subtle, insidious, a pattern of anomalies. Her lock phone, yoga classes ending with her smelling of whiskey. Her mother suddenly obsessed with our finances. The final fracture came one night, when whispers drifted through the hallway. Her mother's voice sharp, my wife's eager. Schemes to drain accounts, transfer property, script me as a villain. They laughed at my predicted confusion. That night, grief died inside me and something colder was born. I didn't confront them. That would have been messy, emotional. Instead, I watched. I documented. I collected. First, finances. I reclaimed what they believed untouchable, rerouted funds through untraceable channels. Shell accounts, discreet transfers, silent withdrawals. I built a fortress they could never breach. Second, evidence. Screenshots, recordings, bank statements. Every piece stamped, verified, undeniable. Third, the house. She thought it belonged to both of us. It never had. Legally, it was mine alone. I let her decorate, call it hers, but it was untouchable. I didn't rush. Revenge is wasted if premature. I let them believe in their plot. I played distracted, let her see me forget things, convinced her I was unraveling. They all bought it. So when her mother handed me those papers, smug in their cruelty, they thought they had landed the final blow. They expected me to collapse under betrayal. By then, every move was already made. The next day, I filed my documents. Evidence, bank records, recordings, signed affidavits. The story was no longer theirs. It was mine. Her adultery, her conspiracy, her financial manipulation, all documented. Her mother explicitly listed as co-conspirator. Copies sent to her attorney, the court, even her employer. The fallout was silent but deadly. Her job suspended her pending investigation. Her mother's accounts froze under fraud inquiries. Laughter turned to panic, panic to silence. Weeks later, she appeared at my door. No cameras this time. No smirk. Just red-rimmed eyes, trembling hands. "You planned this," she whispered, as if realizing it in that instant. I stayed silent. She begged, claimed she'd been misled, blamed her mother, called a mistake. Her voice cracked under the weight of her own lies. I let her speak, let her unravel, let her grasp that mercy was no longer my language. When she finished, I closed the door slowly, quietly, like a chapter ending. Court was clinical, evidence laid out in sterile binders. Her lawyer scrambling to counter what couldn't be disputed. Every smirk she ever wore vanished as the judge read the findings. Property mine. Asset secured. Custody of perception entirely mine. Her mother pale, trembling in the gallery. Their empire of manipulation collapsed with each page. No applause, no drama, just the sound of the gavel. Final, irreversible. Now, when I recall that restaurant table, the flicker of candles, the clink of glasses, her phone capturing what she thought would break me, I almost laugh. The moment I signed, she believed she'd won. She thought the performance ended with my exit, but that was only the opening act. The real show was watching their power crumble, their confidence rot, their empire burn from the inside. Watching her realize I wasn't broken. I had been constructing her downfall. I didn't take joy. Joy is fleeting. What I took was heavier, steadier, closure. Real revenge isn't anger, it's balance. Restoring what was taken. Making betrayal cost exactly what it's worth. On my 38th birthday, they gave me divorce papers. In return, I gave them ruin. And I don't regret a single second.